According to the NIA, not only were the riots carefully planned, they were planned down to the last detail, including, according to sources, directing the rioters to 3 different locations. So, 2 police stations and a Congress Party MLA's residence. I want to bring in our guest. Dr. Tasleem Ahmed Rahmani is the secretary of the SDPI. The SDPI is the political wing of the PFI. We have S. Prakash of the Karnataka BJP. We have Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP of the Uttar Pradesh Police, somebody who's worked extensively on radical Islamic terror, and Brijesh Kalappa is the spokesperson and leader of the Congress Party. But before I come to my guests, I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Nolan Pinto. Nolan Pinto had covered these riots on Ground Zero. Nolan, is there merit in the NIA contending that not only were the riots planned to the last detail, details including having roads blocked and dug up to ensure reinforcement does not reach the police station? Policemen woefully outnumbered compared to the rioters. Was all of this the fact on ground?
Well, Gaurav, let me just tell you what really happened, because when the riots took place, we were there. I reached about 12 o'clock. In fact, I was injured on my head itself, and it was not the rioters. In fact, the police actually hit me.
Yes.
Now, the point is this. The police were very outnumbered. What really happened, everyone knows. On that particular night in the evening, the derogatory post was put up on social media. That led to one issue. That then you saw what really happened, how the crowds started to actually mobilize. There were 2 places, there were 2 police stations that were attacked. Then not just the Pulkeshi Nagar MLA's house was attacked, but also his nephew. And then what we saw the very next day in the morning when we went was that people who were close to the Pulkeshi Nagar MLA, they were all attacked. Now, in the people when we spoke to in the area, they said that this was basically a fight that was going on. You had the MLA on one side, and you had senior leaders from the Congress, that is the former mayor, and another leader on the other side. The people on the ground when we spoke to said that this is a fight between both of them, and they utilize the people. That is, you're talking about the SDPI and the PFI. But what we also saw was this. The NIA does make sense when they say that the police were outnumbered.
They indeed do. In fact, the NIA has gone a step ahead. They are saying that the mob did not assemble after that controversial Facebook post, but the mob had been mobilized even earlier. And this can easily be proven from the time of the violence, the time of the Facebook post, and the time of the assembly of the mob and the messages that went out either on Instagram or WhatsApp or Facebook. All of this can easily be proven with a timestamp. Electronic evidence can be proven. But Brijesh Kalappa, respond to the criticism of the SDPI when they say that this is actually an internal fight between 2 Congress leaders, and perhaps some elements of the SDPI were used by the Congress.
Gaurav, I'd like to show you, or you to show me a copy of the charge sheet which has now been filed. It's 7,000 pages. And where does this figure? You're speaking of something in the air, and people are constantly commenting about it. And TV channels have been speaking about the so-called, Congress involvement in these riots. Now, show me from the 7,000 pages. The 7,000 pages are insufficient to mention something about a Congress angle. Where is this? In these 7,000 pages, please show me one line which says that there
Fair enough, sir. That's the charge. That's the charge being made by the SDPI. That's the charge that's being made by SDPI. That's the charge that is being made. That this is what happened, and it is only the SDPI which is being maligned. That is the charge that Tasleem Ahmed Rahmani and the SDPI make, sir.
No. First, you have to understand, Gaurav, that the main aspect, and we have been saying it all along, is who benefits if the SDPI becomes stronger, or who benefits if the BJP becomes stronger. It's either the SDPI or the BJP. So they are 2 sides of the same coin. And when there is a communal conflagration, if it's Hindus which are hurt, then the BJP is strengthened. And if it's Muslims who are hurt, the SDPI is strengthened. And we've constantly been fighting this.
And
because
yet you have
one
Sampath
is-
Raj. What is Sampath Raj's role in your appreciation? Why was he arrested in your appreciation? He's of course out on bail, and is he a member of your party, sir?
No, Gaurav, I'm again asking you, has the 7,000 page charge sheet made any mention of Sampath Raj? If there is none, then why are you speaking
So
about it?
has he been arrested or not? Has he been arrested or not? I mean, that's just a question I'm asking you.
Arrest take place for
Okay,
different
I mean, you are
reasons.
free to say what you want to say about his arrest. I'm only asking you, I'm on a question of fact. I'm on a question of fact.
Why
Has he been
Disha
arrested?
not get arrested?
Has an allegation been
Why would
made
Disha
that
not
this
get
was a fight
arrested?
between Akhand Shankara Murthy, an allegation that two Congress leaders fought and used the SDPI? That's the allegation in public domain. Feel free to respond to it, sir.
No, that's why I'm telling you, Gaurav. See, as far as Disha Ravi was arrested, why was she arrested? This government has been arresting nearly 7,000 people
Okay.
on various grounds, here and there, for whatever reason. If political expediency suits them,
Okay.
they arrest anybody. Tomorrow I could be arrested. Tomorrow you could
Fair
be arrested. No, you will not be arrested because
Fair
of
enough.
certain reasons speak in favor of government. Therefore, you will not be arrested.
fair
but I am
enough.
certainly possible to be arrested.
So that is the point you're making, that this is political vendetta, and it is for the
It
courts
clearly
now to
seems
decide.
so.
But Dr.
Because it was
Rahmani,
not political
who is
vendetta, Gaurav. If it was not
who is
political
Muzammil
vendetta,
Pasha, Dr. Rahmani? Dr. Taslim Ahmad Rahmani, who is Muzammil Pasha? How is he connected to the SDPI? Okay, Brijesh Kalappa, let me now go to my other guests. And who is Muzammil Pasha, Dr. Rahmani?
Muzammil Pasha
How
is
is he
our
connected
party.
to your organization? The NIA in its charge sheet says that these riots were planned, and it has named PFI and SDPI leaders for instigating the rioters, sir.
You see, Muzammil Pasha is our cadre, our party member. He's a local office bearer of SDPI. There is no doubt about it. And he was the person who was pacifying the mob sitting inside the police station since the mob was gathered over there. And there are video recording available in the public domain about his pacifying through the police public addressing system when he was pacifying the mob, number one. Number two, there is a state government CID report mentioning Mr. Sampath that he was the mastermind, he mobilized the mob, and that's why he was absconding. He was absconding. He's the ex-mayor from the Congress party of the Karnataka city. And then I want to ask Mr. Brijesh Kalappa that who is the loser if SDPI wins over there? We have won 300 panchayat seats over there in Karnataka state just very recently after this riot. We have won the seat. Then who is the loser? Congress party is loser. That's why they are blaming the SDPI to settle their political score. They are the BJP and the Congress. They are hand in glove, and there is the internal rivalry of the Congress party because this Mr. Sampath could not get a ticket of that reserved seat where the other MLA whose house has been burnt over there. So this is the Congress party's internal rivalry.
Okay, Brijesh Kalappa, I want to quickly respond to a direct allegation made by the SDPI.
From their
before I bring in the BJP and... Okay, Brijesh Kalappa, you want to respond? The Congress loses because it's a vote bank fight between the Congress and the SDPI for minority votes is what Dr. Rahmani says.
See, let me tell you, and let me tell your viewers, that a large number of the minorities still vote for us. And only a very, very small section of the minorities vote for these fringe groups like the SDPI, the MIM, and so on and so forth. So if they are trying to compare themselves to the Congress party, I think they are comparing a gnat to an elephant, one. Two is, insofar as Sampath Raj is concerned, I don't know about the CID report. I've never seen a CID report. But I'm speaking of...
It is submitted in November 2020.
Which is specifically regarding this issue where of the burning of the house and the police station and so on and so forth. There is not a whisper about Sampath Raj nor about the Congress party. So it is a figment of imagination.
Zakir is still a congressman who was also arrested by the police.
Okay, one by one. Fair enough. You've both made that charge. But Mr. S. Prakash, the allegation is both from the Congress and the SDPI that this is an RSS charge sheet. This is what the RSS wanted, and the NIA has just blurted whatever the RSS wanted. It's one way targeting the Congress, the other way targeting the SDPI. But where are facts, sir?
No, only shameful would make such an allegation. Such a huge riot took place on August 11th in Bangalore. They burned 2 police stations. Hundreds of vehicles were burnt. 3 people were killed in the firing. And it was not a communal violence. It was a one particular community mob instigated, and they indulged in the violence. And 2 Congress corporators, 3 Congress corporators, 1 ex-mayor, and SDP activists were arrested for plotting all these conspiracies. On the digital evidence and their presence at the area and their involvement in the riots, the police have made an elaborate, extensive investigation, and today they have filed a charge sheet which vindicates our stand. There was a conspiracy behind it, and the Congress for their political reason and SDP for their personal agenda, and they wanted to divide Hindus and Muslims in the area. It is these 2 agenda was responsible for the riots. Where did the RSS come here? Making baseless, irresponsible reactions is very unfortunate. It is the visuals are there.
Okay. Let me bring in Dr. Vikram Singh.
RSS is responsible, and RSS agenda, it is definitely highly deplorable.
Okay.
Before the mob was
Dr. Vikram Singh, in case the NIA,
NIA
sir, permit me to bring in Dr. Vikram Singh into this conversation. I will come back to you. Dr. Vikram Singh, in case Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or WhatsApp was used, there would be an electronic trail. If these messages were sent out before the riots, before that controversial Facebook post, does that indicate that those who sent out these Facebook and WhatsApp messages, they are culpable, they are liable, and would that be perhaps evidence against the accused of the PFI and the SDPI, sir?
Absolutely, Mr. Gaurav Sawant. The digital footprints on all social media platforms, be it Facebook, be it Twitter, be it Instagram, be it WhatsApp, they leave incontrovertible evidence, and that is acceptable in a court of law. And that is where the crunch lies, that the police will collect, and NIA has an expertise in collecting these digital footprints and submitting them in a court of law. It will be very difficult for those who are involved in the instigation, these riots, to get away from the charges, because it is easier said than done. Leveling allegations is one thing, but disowning the media, social media platform footprints is entirely another. It is impossible for them to obliterate the digital footprints. And to that extent, I think the NIA has done a fantastic job. And to say that they have just cut, copied, and pasted the RSS diktat is, I don't think it is a fallacy and not worth considering at all.
Fair enough, because Mr. Rahmani, Dr. Rahmani, I want you to consider this. The NIA had named SDPI leader Mohammad Sharif. So who is Mohammad Sharif? He is the president of the Bengaluru district of SDPI. They named Imran Ahmed. He is the president of KG Halli ward. They named Rabah Waqas, Shabbar Khan, Sheikh Ajmal. And what is the allegation? They conspired, mobilized, and led the crowd gathered at the KG Halli police station to attack the police. So these are extremely grave charges against the SDPI,
Gaurav,
an organization
I know
you belong
Mujahid
to,
Pasha.
Dr. Rahmani.
I know Mujahid Pasha. He is our cadre. He is an office bearer in Bengaluru. Other names, actually, I don't know, and I didn't inquire about them. Maybe if they are our members, certainly we will owe them as our member. I have no hesitation. If they are our members, they will be our members. But I want to say that they very right, correctly, your reporter has reported just now what the people said on the ground zero. And the MLA whose house was burned over there, the TR Nagar police station is just 1 kilometer away from his house. And the mob was gathered there for 2 hours. Mob was standing there. There was no police. And then why the police was outnumbered at the DG Halli police station? There are so many questions which has been asked about the police role. The inspector, the SHO of that police station was sitting somewhere with the MLAs whose house was burned there. So there are so many things. And you are very rightly said that whatever the charge sheet is, it is subjected to the judicial scrutiny. It will go to the court. And the timeline of the social media cannot be denied. If there are facts, it will be proved in the court, and the guilty will be punished. But anything which is done by
absolutely, and then the strictest possible action needs to be taken. Okay, Mr. Prakash wants to come in.
On the day that this riot took place, in the debate, the very same people were demanding
Okay,
an
Mr. Prakash wants to
investigation.
respond to you.
Let the investigation take place. Let the culprits be punished. Today, police have investigated and they have filed a charge sheet. And these people are
the
saying
charge sheet is
it
not
is
a
just a
verdict.
charge sheet. Let the court decide
Charge
about
sheet-
it. And they
Yes,
keep
charge sheet is not a
changing the
verdict.
goalpost here. They don't want to accept it. The Congress is yet to take action against Sampath Raj and two
No.
other corporators who were arrested. The Sampath Raj, as a mayor, he was absconding for 2-3 months in Bangalore. What a shameful! And the who complained against him? It is very own Congress MLA, Mr. Akhanda Srinivas Murthy. He went from Siddaramaiah, DK Shivakumar, house to house, pleaded them to suspend Sampath Raj. Have they suspended them? They have not taken any action against them. They are
So why
standing
you
in
are
the
taking
back.
the name
And
of
it is very
SDPI?
clear
You
the
want to
Congress
Why you are
respond because
taking the
he is
SDPI
hand
name?
in glove with the SDPI
Right,
to
you are
engineer
trying
this
to,
riot.
You are
Okay.
trying to hunt two birds with one stone. Why? Why you are taking the name of for SDPI? It's only
Okay,
47
let
boys.
Mr. Kalappa
Terror
respond.
organization.
Sir, let
What
Mr.
I'm saying
Kalappa
is
respond to a very
organization.
specific
Out of
charge
you should
made
be
against the
banned.
Congress
That is
party.
why it is
I'll come to
400
SDPI in just
Who
a
are
moment.
other 400 people? Will you name them?
Okay.
Will you
Let
will you
Mr.
give them
Kalappa
any
respond to a
allegiance
very
of those
specific
400
charge.
people?
Dr. Rahmani,
Why
Dr. Rahmani, give me a
specifically
moment.
SDPI?
Dr.
I am
Rahmani,
asking
give
this
me a
question.
moment.
Why?
A very specific charge has been leveled against the Congress party. Why has the ex-mayor not been suspended is the charge leveled by the BJP. Brijesh Kalappa, you want to respond to that, sir?
The first is, Gaurav, I'd like to ask Mr. Prakash if he believes that the NIA report is totally fallacious. If it were totally fallacious, then he could ask for anybody's suspension. There is an entire 7,000-page report which doesn't mention anything about the Congress party. Not at all. Not a single word. Not a single line. Yet again, both the BJP and the SDPI representatives here on the show are speaking about the Congress connection. Well, what is the fallacy in this NIA report? If there is a fallacy in the report, let them say that, let them debunk it. Let them say this report has no value, it has to be thrown into the garbage can. But when there is a 7,000-page report which doesn't say a line about the Congress government, now no member of the Congress party, then on what basis do we take action? One. Two is that consistently for the last 7 years, Mr. Prakash, other spokesperson of the BJP, have been speaking about the SDPI. They've been saying the PFI has been involved in several murders, several political murders, and they reel off 50 names, 60 names. What is the difficulty then for the 56-cent chess, Mr. Modi, to take action against the SDPI and the PFI? Why are they not banned so far? Is it 7 years insufficient for Mr. Modi to act against them?
Gaurav, leveling
Okay, S. Prakash, I'll come to you to respond to that.
Yeah, I will respond to that.
Okay,
BJP
but I want to bring in Dr. Vikram Singh on this very serious. Sir, there was an investigation that was carried out by the Karnataka police. Yes, sir. In a moment, and then there's an investigation that's been conducted by the NIA. The Karnataka police, the crime branch investigation seems to focus on Sampath Raj, the ex-mayor, and some Congress leaders, and an infighting in the Congress party where the Congress stands accused of using SDPI cadre for riots. And if Nolan is with me, Nolan can shed more light on everyday investigations that were taking place in this connection. The NIA blames the PFI and the SDPI. Does this weaken the case against the rioters and the instigators when two different agencies come to two different conclusions, sir?
Very true. You have hit the nail on the head, Mr. Gaurav Sawant. When two responsible agencies give contradictory versions of the incident, agreed that the state CID is a lesser investigating agency than the NIA, which is a national investigating agency. But in the court of law, an intelligent lawyer will use this to his advantage and say that there is an underlying and a basic contradiction in the findings of the state CID and the NIA, and the benefit of doubt will go to the accused, and therefore the case will have to be reinforced in matters and to justify whether it was dovetailed as DPI and the PFI were dovetailed by the Congress eye and used as a cat's paw to instigate the riots. But that is a far cry, and I don't think it's likely to happen. They have to do up a bit of more homework and do a bit of window dressing as far as investigation is concerned. Gauravji.
No, because Brijesh Kalappa is a good lawyer. And, Mr. Prakash, he zeroed in on different findings of different agencies. So before I bring in my colleague Nolan Pinto, Mr. Prakash, please respond.
No, there are two agencies are investigating this case. One NIA and the CID department. And CID has not yet filed the charge sheet. And its finding is not yet final. It's been presented to the court. And there won't be any confusion between the two agencies to come to the conclusion that they have presented a different finding and the NIA findings are different. It's too early to say that. When they have not yet submitted their report, how can they say it?
Okay.
The CID has inquired and investigated Sampath Raj and Congress corporators. And Akhanda Srinivas Murthy, Congress MLA, Dalit MLA, pleaded with DK Shivkumar to suspend Sampath Raj. It is not first BJP demanded. It is the Congress MLA demanded. And they have not taken action against him. He should explain to it. He is even today, Brijesh Kadapa is supporting Sampath Raj, who was mastermind behind burning the house of his own party MLA. Why is he silent on that? He should explain to it.
Sir, but on what basis are you saying Sampath Raj was the mastermind?
Whose house has been burnt did not elect SDPI cadre. You please note it. That man has alleged his own party man, not the SDPI person. And number two, there are at least three fact-finding reports submitted by the independent journalist and the social activist, and they have very clearly said that it was the intra-party rivalry of the Congress party, and Congress and BJP both were hand in glove.
Congress and SDPI.
No, but in a court of law, it will be what NIA says on record. But Nolan, since you are covering the story every day on ground.
Misinformation.
Okay, Nolan, you've been covering the story every day. From what Karnataka police had initially told us, when we were following up this case, was that the Congress used SDPI cadre. But was this just a claim? Was there any evidence to back this claim, Nolan?
Be sure, no party
can let me just
know we have trained our cadre for political reasons, nothing more. No other party can use our cadre.
Perfect. Fair enough, sir. Nolan, please respond.
Well, Gaurav, this is what really happened over there. Many important points. One, all the houses that were targeted over there belong to those family members or those who are close associates of the Pulkeshi Nagar MLA, that is Akhanda Srinivas Murthy. Two, about the police not being allowed. Yes, the mob did not allow the police to enter. So while the mobs destroyed and damaged and they really created havoc at those two police stations, destroying public property and all. The police were not allowed to enter. Reinforcements could not come in because the mob were throwing stones. They were on top of buildings, so on and so forth. It was that bad. Three, we went through the initial charge sheet, or the preliminary charge sheet of the CCB, and what we found, they actually showed how, through the use of mobile towers, how Sampath Raj and Zakir, through his contacts, were actually in contact with SDPI members in that particular area. In fact, Sampath Raj was in those areas along with these individuals. And once the burning and once the attack actually took place, that's when you did not find them anywhere in the vicinity. Now, this is not what we are saying. This is what the preliminary charge sheet by the CCB filed. But when the NIA took over the investigation, that is part of the investigation in September, 17 SDPI members, PFI SDPI members, were arrested in December, and now out of 247 people that they have charge sheeted, 47 belong to the SDPI and PFI.
Out of how many?
Okay.
There are
good point.
There are total how many?
Okay, quickly. Brijesh Kalappa wants to respond. Sir.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Sir, 247 out of which 47 are SDPI and PFI. But Brijesh Kalappa, before I come to you,
who are rest of the Who are rest of the arrestees?
An incident takes place in August of 2020.
Mr. Kalappa.
In which there is a large-scale violence, in which the burning of two police stations took place, in which the house of the MLA is burned. Now, where is the reason for 25 agencies to look into this? One, the CCB is looking into it. The other, the CID is looking into it. The other, the NIA is looking into it. Now, there is a premier agency in the country, which is the NIA. Where is the need for several agencies unless the state government is interested in having one person buttonholed and said that he is a culprit, right? Unless that is the case, why would there be multiple agencies looking at one incident? I think it's the most easy answer to give, to just answer. To say that, look, The reason is
But
this,
you know,
that they have
The
here
state government doesn't believe its own agency. The state government is not believing its own agency.
no,
Why?
but the most worrying aspect, Dr. Vikram Singh, the most worrying aspect that people are burning police stations, people are getting rioters together, people are stopping reinforcements from coming in. Look at the level of planning, and what do we see? We see Congress versus BJP versus PFI versus SDPI. We see infighting when there is perhaps terror. This is terror, if nothing else. This is not criminal action. This is terrorist action. Or is this not, Dr. Vikram Singh?
Very true, Mr. Sawant. This is terror and this is enemy action. And absolutely, the state machinery and the law enforcement agencies must come down like a ton of bricks and give a lesson of a lifetime to those who disturb public peace and tranquility and attack 2 police stations. And also in the disturbances, 3 people died. After this mayhem of violence, I think there has to be a white paper on who were the perpetrators of this communal violence, who were the main instigators, whatever may be the truth. The truth is ultimately very simple. We may try to shroud it with politics, but the
Yes.
fact of the matter is that the truth is ultimately very simple, that it was a communal violence attacking the police station and the mobs were instigated to obstruct the police reinforcements. And to that extent, the foot soldiers will have to be accountable.
And Mr. Rahmani,
Yeah.
May I just
and the
come in?
instigators. And why is it, Mr. Rahmani, in your view, whether there is riots in Uttar Pradesh, riots in Delhi, or riots in Bengaluru, you have the PFI that is named by the police, by the investigators. Is there a connection in all of this? And does the
not
PFI
at
need
all.
to come clean, Mr. Rahmani?
Gaurav alleging leveling some allegation against any group or becoming habitual of leveling one particular group can be very easy. But when it comes to the court for the evidences, for the judicial scrutiny, all these allegations are always till date. All the allegations were wiped off. They say
Yes.
100 crore rupees, 80 crore rupees, 125 crore rupees, etc. They raided, the ED has raided 26 places at same time in one day. At the leaders of PFI at various places in the country, and found what? Nothing. They went to the Shaheen Bagh, found what? Nothing. So
Mr.
all
Prakash,
this can
respond.
be very good thing to be for the
Mr.
consumption
Prakash,
of media
respond.
and
Even-
to polarize the
see,
people.
Rahman is
But there is nothing
misleading the
substantial.
No, but
USA.
that's a very valid point you
Even
raised,
in
Dr.
Bangalore
Rahmani.
riots,
And Mr.
even
Prakash,
in
you
Bangalore
must respond to
CA
this.
riots, it was
100 crore
PFI
came
and
in
SDPI were
Shaheen Bagh.
involved.
UP
They were
police
involved.
wanted... No, Mr. Prakash, that's a very grave charge that Dr. Rahmani is leveling. UP police wanted PFI banned, but where is the evidence? In Delhi riots, in Shaheen Bagh, it was said hundreds of crores came in from Gulf countries. Where is the evidence? In Bengaluru riots, once again, NIA is saying it's the PFI and SDPI. Where is the evidence? Or is this a very convenient stick, as the SDPI says, to beat Muslims with in our country?
Sir, charge sheet has been filed and the several activists of SDPI have been named in the charge sheet.
Is there
the
any
onus
charge sheet?
will
We
be
say
on
that the-
NIA
is there
to
any
prove
charge sheet
whoever is
specified
culprit.
that the
Hold on,
SDPI or
sir, hold on.
PFI has
Listen
taken the
to
foreign
what
funding?
I
Is
heard
there
you. You
any
now
charge
listen
sheet?
to me.
Give me one charge
Your
sheet.
own
Give me
General
only one
Secretary
charge sheet.
was
Where
instigating the
any
mob
of the agencies
not
said that
to
the
pay
PFI has
anyone
taken
any
money.
single
It's
paisa
only
to
the media
Ram
consumption.
Mandir.
You are making a lie. There was no
branded
leak
it as the
about Shaheen
ISS
Bagh
Mandir. These kind of provocations
Gentlemen,
are
one by one.
responsible for
Dr.
riots in
Rahmani,
the
let
country.
Mr. Prakash speak. I'll come back to you, sir.
Your organization is busy in pitting Muslims against the Hindus. Even in Bangalore riots, your SDPI role was there. Even in Uttar Pradesh rape case also, one of the journalists who is arrested is still
Falsely,
behind the bar.
falsely. No
Many
evidence.
are behind the bar and facing grave charges. And the police and the NIA have the responsibility to prove their charges, and it will be
The
proved in the
police
court
can
of
arrest-
law.
Exactly.
Arrest for
Dr. Vikram
data.
Singh, let me give you the last word on
don't
this.
be in a hurry.
It's been over a year. It's been over a year where SDPI and PFI have been named in Delhi riots, in Shaheen Bagh, in UP riots, in Bengaluru riots. High time we have evidence in public domain, prosecution, and in case PFI is an anti-national organization with evidence, then action needs to be taken. Otherwise, is this not just a vilification campaign, sir?
Obviously, it has to be on sound, logical, legal, and an upright exercise with malice towards none, yet firmness in the right. We struggled for 5 years to ban Simi. It was a voluminous process of documentation of all the things. It took us 5 years to do that. Now I feel that instead of leveling allegations, the time has come to collate all the evidence and put up as a white paper before MHA and also the honorable courts, so that if the banning has to be done, it has to be on a sound legal and moral footing rather than just frivolous allegations made here and there.
Absolutely. And we all need to come together and keep our country first, our national interest first, India first. Gentlemen, that is all I have time for on this part of the show. Many thanks for joining me. A quick break, and there's a big story coming up